with Domini and I'm Domini. This is a new moon flow. So a flow for attracting new opportunities, new energy into your life, new moon, new energy, new stuff, basically. So what I want you to do first is set an intention for yourself. You can sit there and think about it for a minute if you want and think, what do I want from this new moon energy? What needs to change in my life? What do I need to do to create something? Or what energy do I need? What sort of energy do I need in my life? What sort of energy, do I need to accomplish what I need to do? That sort of thing. Just think about what it is you actually want to change or want to refresh, I guess. And just think of an intention, I guess, from there. For me, I'm just going to think about positive energy. I'm just going to think about drawing in positive energy while I'm doing this flow. Positive energy to charge up my body so that I have the capacity to do the things that I need to do. Obviously, the moon is the feminine as well, so positive feminine energy, the goddess, sitting in my goddess state, bringing in that sort of, not to say it again, but energy, bringing in that sort of energy for me, that, powerful female energy, basically. So hopefully you've got your idea of what you want to focus on while you're doing this and your intentions set. So we're going to do quite a lot of heart opening stuff for this as well. So you're trying to imagine that you've got this green ball of light in the center of your chest, swirling around. That's your heart chakra. And when you're doing this flow, especially the heart opening stuff, just imagine you're drawing in that energy that you want to achieve whatever it is that you want, or to change or to refresh whatever it is that you want to change or refresh. You're drawing that into that heart center and letting it flow, basically the heart, pumping it all around your body. That's what I want you to imagine. So we're going to start in a seated cat-cow. So I'm going to breathe in first and do that heart opening cow position. So breathing in, pushing my chest out, chin up to the sky, and then breathe out as I curve my back to the wall behind me. In and out. Some people don't like breathing that way, in and then out. Some people do it the other way around, so you just breathe however you need to. But as long as you are breathing, and try and breathe with the movements. So in, and as you're breathing in, drawing in all that energy into your heart center so your heart can pump it around your body, and then release anything that you don't need anymore. So breathing in all that, for me, positive, feminine, strong goddess energy. And breathing out anything that I don't need anymore. Things that don't suit me, that don't sit with me, that don't make me happy anymore. Gone. One more. And then we're just going to go into a bit more of a circular cat-cow. So coming around to the right, bringing your chest forward. Again, I'm inhaling here. Coming around to the left and then exhaling as I go back. And I'm just going to go round a few times one way. And I'm trying to circle my shoulders as well. My whole spine is being sort of moved, warming everything up. All my back muscles, my tummy muscles, my hips are even getting in on the action a little bit there. And then reverse. And remember that breathing. And as you're breathing in and you're pulling your heart center out to the universe, you're pulling all that good energy in. And back to center. I'm just going to go into a butterfly position. So feet together, knees out wide. You can have your feet, you know, as close or as far away as you need them to be. If this feels a bit harsh on your hips, you can always put some blocks or something under your knees there, that's fine. And I'm going to do a forward fold, but I'm just hinging from the hips. So I'm going to push my chest out and try and push my chest forward as I hinge forward, just from my hips. So I'm not hinging from my torso here and just collapsing over and letting gravity do the job. It's not passive, it's more I'm doing the work. So breathing in, and as I breathe out, I'm just keeping my back nice and straight, and I'm just hinging from the hips, and I'm pushing my heart center out into the universe. And I might just do a little bit of a rock from side to side, because as if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know full well that I don't really like sitting still in poses. I like to rock and sway and pulse and do all sorts. So you can come out and then back in. So you can move around, just do what feels good for you. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Find what feels good for you. Find the movement within the poses that feels good for you. As long as you're not causing yourself any pain or discomfort, major discomfort, then you should be good. And then I'm just going to put one leg out, keep the other one tucked in. So I'm putting my right leg out to the side, keeping my left one tucked in, and I'm going to do a side stretch. So breathing in and out. Try and keep that chest open, so don't collapse down into this. Keep that arm above your head, keep this shoulder back, keep your chest open. Breathing in. And switch sides. Nice deep breath in as you bring your arm up. And then breathe out as you bend over that leg, that straight leg. And back to center, breathing in. Just going to bring my leg back in. I'm just going to roll my wrists one way and then the other. And then just flex them and extend them. And then I'm going to come onto my tiptoes with my hands on the floor. And I'm just going to rock back and forth just to warm up my ankles. So I'm coming forward, sort of not letting my knees touch the mat, but rolling forward onto my knees and then back. Breathing. One more. And then I'm going to come onto this left knee, bring my right leg out in front of me. So it's like this is what I call a kneeling warrior. It's sort of a side lunge, but on your knees. So your right toes are pointing forward, same direction as your front knee, and then your back toes are behind you, all in line with your back knee, basically. I'm going to breathe in, arms up, breathe out, arms to the side like a warrior two, and then lunge in into that front leg, that right leg for me. Make sure you're breathing in the pose, and again you can see me pulsing a little bit. I just like to move in the poses. I like to create a little bit more warmth. Coming back up, and I'm going to go into bridge pose, so I'm straightening this front leg, turning the toes to point forward, breathing in and out as I bend over towards that straight leg. Don't lean into this leg and put any strain on that knee. I'm just gently brushing my leg there. And again, trying to keep that chest open. Remember, we're heart opening. You shouldn't be sort of crashing into this anyway. You should be trying to keep integrity, keeping that shoulder back. but we're trying to open that heart chakra. And release, switch sides. So that kneeling warrior on the left side now, so I'm lunging into my left leg. So breathing in, arms up. Breathe out, arms out, lunge into that front leg. Try and keep your core engaged while you're doing this as well. You want to try and protect that lower back. You don't want anything happening to the lower back that shouldn't be happening. So you're trying to keep your torso nice and straight, core engaged. And back up, bridge pose, breathing in and out. And back to the centre. I'm going to make my way up to standing because we're going to do a moon salutation now. So you can do this at the top of your mat, but I'm going to stay here so you can see what I'm doing. Feet about hip width apart or whatever's comfortable for you. I've got a few yoga clients that like to have their feet a little bit wider because they have balance issues. So if actually that's fine, but feet hip width apart otherwise. Breathe in, arms up. Upward salute towards the sky, opening that chest. And then we're going to bend over to the right. So breathing out as you bend over. Breathe in as you come back up. Breathe out as you bend to the other side. Back to centre. Look up. Just breathe there for a second. And then goddess pose. So I'm just going to step my legs out a bit wider, turn my feet out like a sumo squat position, down into that squat, arms at my side in a cactus position. And try and push that chest forward. Again, you can look up, you can push out if you want to just imagine you're absorbing all that energy. Five-pointed star, so I'm just straightening everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five-pointed star. And when I'm in this pose, what I like to imagine, because you're like everything's pointed out and you're lengthening everything, you're trying to stretch everything out, your fingers, your toes. Imagine that you're drawing energy in from all of those points. So your fingers, your toes, your root chakra, even, around that area. Crown chakra, and obviously your heart chakra because you're pushing that out. Nice deep breath in and out. We're going to go into triangle pose on the right side. So I'm just going to turn my toes to face the top of the mat. Arms out at my side. Lean forward into that front hand, so towards that right side, and then come down into triangle pose. Try and keep that integrity in your body. Again, so you're not collapsing into this, you're using your core to keep your body upright, and you're bringing your chest out, shoulder back. If you need to use props for this, absolutely do. Pyramid pose, so we're turning. Toes are both pointed in the same direction. You can absolutely have a bend in this front knee if you need to. Try not to just think, oh, it needs to be straight and force it. Just do what's good for you. And again, you can use props or you can lean on your leg, but try not to lean into that knee. Just below the knee or above the knee. Keep a little micro bend in that leg. And low lunge. I'm going to do a crescent variation, so breathing in, arms up, and then breathe out and back bend. Skandasana. Hands at prayer position at your heart if you can. It's again that heart chakra. And then we go to the other side. Try and use leg strength if you can. But if you need to use your hands to do that, that's absolutely fine. Nice deep breath in and out. Turn for a low lunge. Again, breathing in, arms up. And that slight back bend in that lunge. Pyramid. Nice deep breath in and breathe out. Triangle, so pivot your back toes more to face the right. Bring that right arm up. Use core strength to bring yourself into that pyramid pose. Keeping that shoulder back. Five-pointed star. If you wobble, that's fine, don't worry about it. Imagine that drawing all that energy in through all the end points of your body that you're pushing out. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, go into goddess. You can have your hands here in cactus. I like that because it kind of pushes my chest out. But you can also have prayer hands there if you want to. Because again, it's the heart chakra that you're putting your hands to. So all good, whatever you want to do. And then back into mountain pose. Nice deep breath in, arms up. Bend over to the right. Breathe in. Bend over to the left. Back to centre. I'm going to go to the top of the mat. So we're just going to go into a forward fold now. So breathing in and forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Plank. Chaturanga. So shifting your weight slightly forward, lowering halfway down. Up dog. And then we're just going to lower all the way down from here. So that up dog was a nice heart opening one. This next one is as well, we're going into bow pose, so a prone bow pose. So I want you to bring your legs in, your feet in towards your bum. Grab your ankles with your hands. Nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just lift. Lift legs and torso, upper torso off the mat. Try not to let your legs splay out. Try and keep them tucked in towards your bum. And release on and out. Exhale. Puppy pose. So bum in the air, hips above knees. Walk your hands out. And again, this is a nice heart opening one. You're opening your heart towards the ground, towards the earth. So you're drawing energy up from the earth. And just do whichever variation you want to do. You can have your forehead to the mat or your chin to the mat if that feels good. And up we get. We're going to go into a cobra, or child's pose, then cobra. So try and keep your legs closed for this child's pose, because what we're doing is coming back, breathing in, breathe out, high cobra. Back into child's pose, breathe in. And try and curve your way round and down. Bring your bum back. And curving through your spine into that nice heart opener and back bend. Back into child's pose. And curve up and down. One more. cobra. We're just going to do a quick child's pose with the knees open. I'm going to do the knees open anyway, just to counter stretch those back bends that we've just done. And then into down dog. Just briefly, pedal it out a little bit if you want to. Nice deep breath in and out. And then get up to the top of the mat however you want to get up there for a forward fold, and then roll it up into mountain pose. Nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, back into goddess. Back into Skandasana, so I'm going down on the right side. Nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, shift over to the other side. Back up into goddess pose. Nice deep breath in and out. Sink down a little bit more. Nice deep breath in, draw all that energy in and out. Wide-legged forward fold, so straighten those legs, point the toes forward, nice deep breath in, push your chest out, and then hinge from the hips as you breathe out and go into a wide-legged forward fold. And then I'm just going to heel toe my feet in just a bit wider than hip width and go into that yogi squat malasana, or garland pose. I think sometimes you might hear it called that. Again, as me and a couple of my real life pupils, students that I have in classes, were saying the other day about how there's so many different names for different poses depending on what type of yoga you do or how you've been taught. Nice deep breath in and out. Remember to visualize that energy, especially in this pose, because you've got your heart there. It should be open, so you shouldn't be crashing down. Your chest should be open, shoulders back. You've got the prayer hands at your heart. You're also very grounded pose, root chakra pose, because your feet are grounded to the floor, your root chakra is really close to the floor. So you're drawing a lot of energy up from the earth, and then with your heart being open and imagining that, you're drawing a lot of energy from the universe as well. And just remember what it is you're drawing the energy for. And onto our bums, legs out in front for a forward fold. So nice deep breath in, arms up, and breathe out as you fold over. Let this be nice and passive, because we're just cooling down now. This is the last stretch we're doing just to cool down. So try not to pull into it too much and really force. Just let gravity do the work. So you might not go into it as far, you might go into it a bit further, it depends on you as a person, but just letting gravity do the work. And roll back up into a nice easy pose, so cross leg position. I want you to rub your hands together really quick, create that heat and that energy. Nice deep breath in. When you breathe out, just put your hands on your heart. Nice deep breaths in, drawing that energy in from the universe. Obviously your root chakra is rooted to the floor now as well, so you can draw it in from the earth and from yourself. You've got the power within you to do whatever you need to do for yourself and do what's right for you, and to change what needs changing, refresh what needs refreshing. Take the energy from that new moon to just be the goddess that you are, and make those changes you need to change. And I want you to just imagine what it is you want to change, or you want to refresh, or you want that's different in your life. And just sit here with it for a minute, with your hands on your chest, on your heart chakra. Just breathe normally. Don't change it, just breathe how you would normally breathe. Focus on what it is that you want. And when you're ready, bring your hands away from your heart, bring them up above your head. Nice deep breath in and out. One more, just thinking about what it is that you want, or you want to change, or you need to change. Breathing that in, breathing the energy for that in. And when you breathe out, just release anything you don't need anymore. One more of those. So arms above your head, breathing in, imagining what it is you want to change, or what needs to change, or what you want to do, what you want from this new moon. And when you breathe out, you don't have to actually know what it is you're releasing. Just say inside your head, I release what doesn't serve me. So breathing in and thinking positive, healing, good energy. Breathe out, I release what doesn't serve me. And you're done. So I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please tell me what you thought about it in the comments. Obviously like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Take care.